on up.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Hey everybody, Lewis here, our Shack Barbecue and other things. Well, today we're doing a blueberry cobbler, and we're going to do it out on the kamado charcoal smoker grill. So what we need to do is we need to get our blueberries going in a sugary juice type base to macerate these blueberries. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to juice some oranges, fresh oranges. And how we're going to do that, we're going to just take the little juicer here, and we're going to just take it in here, and we're going to squeeze, 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 rotate. Alrighty, so we got our orange juice here. Pop this out of there. Alright, so we have our orange juice here, and what you see I did is I poured about 2 teaspoons in a separate container that we're going to use later in this recipe. So the rest of this orange juice we're going to pour into this bowl. So now we have 4 cups of blueberries that we've rinsed off, and we're going to put this down in here like so. Alrighty, and then we have 3 tablespoons of white sugar. Okay, we're going to get that down in there. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of stir it all up here. A couple of jumpers. Put it all kind of mixed up here. Try to get them all coated with that orange, fresh orange. Puppy dog's not happy because he's been put outside and he wants to come in. Alrighty then. So we have it all here, have it all stirred up. Now we want to let this sit for at least 30 minutes. You can do like 4 hours. We'll probably only go about an hour, but that's what we're going to do for now. For this blueberry cobbler, we're going to use the kamado ceramic type cooker Pit Boss, using cowboy lump down in there. Got a couple of fire starters. We'll get this up to temp. We're going to be shooting for a constant 400 degrees. So we'll get this all fired up and go from there. Okay, we have our sugar here. We're going to put it in here. Then we have cornstarch. Take this here. Get it out. Alright, then we have nutmeg and cinnamon. Put that in here. A pinch of salt. Once again, I'll have all these ingredients down in the description. And this is our 2 teaspoons of orange juice, freshly squeezed. Alrighty, so now what we'll do is we'll take it and we'll whisk this all together as best we can. Whisk, whisk, whiskaroo. Okay, so we got this all mixed together. So what we want to do now is pour this on our macerated blueberries. we've had these sitting in that orange juice concoction for a little over an hour here. So now we're going to just pour this on it. Probably be easier if I scoop it like this. Try to get all that goodness out of here. And then we're just going to mix this all up. Okay, so what we've done is we've taken a skillet, large skillet here, and we put in about a half a stick of butter, and we're just going to let it melt as this grill is coming up to temp. It still needs to come up to temp, but we'll just get the butter melting here. Alright, so here's our blueberries that we've mixed up with the cinnamon and nutmeg mixture. We're going to dump this. Now we put some butter in here like you saw, and we melted it down. So now we're going to just dump these in here. Get it all in there. Kind of level it out. Alrighty. So now we're going to start working on our topping. Okay, for our topping, we're going to dump in some all-purpose flour, some more nutmeg and cinnamon, some baking powder. Once again, I'll have all the actual measurement ingredients down in the description. Some brown sugar and white sugar here. And then about 2 tablespoons of butter that we cubed. Now we need to blend it all basically, or cut it. And we're going to use this cutter here, this pastry cutter. And we're just going to kind of chop it up here. Okay, now that we have the butter cut into our mixture here, you'll notice that it's lightly fluffy. You want to use cold butter because then it'll give you that kind of that crumbly crust. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add milk. And we're going to stir it around. We want kind of that, almost that light biscuit looking consistency, because of what we're going to do is we're going to drop this spoon and kind of just drop it down on top of the blueberries. Okay, so we have our batter all mixed here. So what we're going to do is just spoon it in little balls, basically, on top of our blueberries here. And we'll get it there, and then when it goes in there, that'll melt down all over and infuse into the blueberries, and we'll have a beautiful cobbler. So I'll show you the finished product here. I was doing this part, not the finish. We have to cook it still. Duh. Okay, here's our cobbler. We're ready to put it on the kamado. We're running about 350 at the moment. So we're going to set it on here and we're going to let it go for a half hour. We're not going to lift the lid until that half hour's up. Okay, along with our cobbler tonight, we're going to have some brats. They're coming along nicely on here. Delicious looking, huh? Okay, this blueberry cobbler's been on for about 45 minutes. Oh, man. Look at that. Looking good. Alrighty, so I'm ready to sample this blueberry cast iron skillet cobbler with a little bit of vanilla ice cream on it. Let's get in here and get a little bit of the crust, some ice cream, make sure we get some of those delicious blueberries. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. That is so good. Wow. Have to get another bite. Oh, yeah. Definitely an easy dessert to do. You saw how we mixed it all up, and then we put it on the kamado grill, probably 45 minutes at 400. And then we let it sit for an hour and just kind of set, I guess is the easy way to say it. Delicious with, vanilla ice cream. And man, you should try this. This is delicious. Anyhow, as I always say, you can do this too. Thank you for watching, and grill on.